Hey, today I am here to talk about the tickle me plant or the sensitive plant, and it's a plant that's really sensitive to touch or other stimulation, and then it will actually close up its leaves when it gets stimulated or overstimulated. It's a defense mechanism kind of against things that want to, eat it or whatever, and sometimes we can do this as well as people. We can get really closed up and jammed up when something kind of touches us or touches our heart in the wrong way. So if something painful, if a painful conversation is happening, or if there is some sort of distressing conversation, sometimes we can really just shut ourselves off, and we can start out that conversation really open, and then we can just close right up. But we'll come back open again when the environment seems safe, when when we need to open back up to light and letting things in, just like the tickle me plant. But it is a defense mechanism, and it happens in plants, and it happens in people, and it happens with a lot of things. And so when you find yourself closing up towards people when they're asking you certain things, or on the other end of the spectrum, when people are closing up when you're asking about certain things and they just kind of shut off and won't talk to you, just think of it as a way for them to kind of guard themselves, and they'll open back up with time and with the right conditions. But it's just something to kind of think about. We can see it in nature. We can also see it in ourselves. And if you are like this, just kind of think about the things that do make you close off and not want to talk to someone, or what kinds of things that you might have approached someone with where they just completely shut you off altogether. And that's a survival mechanism. It happens. When situations are uncomfortable, and when they arise, we have to deal with them, and in also to a sensitive way. So how do you open back up after a situation where someone's made you uncomfortable, or whether something has kind of caused you to close off to all of that? So just something to think about. I love kind of exploring the parallel between plants and humans, animals and humans, just how all of it is interconnected. And I just want to show you my cute little tickle me plant. So I tickled him earlier, and he's just a baby. But he opened back up, and now if I touch him, whoop, there he goes. Yep, he's down for the count. And he'll open back up if I put him in the sunshine. But I love him. I come out and tickle him every morning and say, good morning. And then he's got to open back up. But not to say that you constantly should prod or poke at people. That's not really what I'm getting at. But just something to think about. So, all the best. Mwah. Namaste.